Welcome back. Today, we are going on one of the most incredible journeys imaginable. And what's wild is that it happens inside every single one of us every single day. We're going to follow our food from that very first bite all the way to the final, well, you get the picture. Let's explore the amazing digestive system. But first, to really get a sense of what's going on, let's talk about scale. What is this number? 28,800 kilograms. Well, that's roughly how much food the average person eats in their lifetime. Think about that. Our bodies are processing this truly massive amount of material. The system that handles all that, it's nothing short of extraordinary.
So it really makes you wonder, doesn't it? I mean, what actually happens to that sandwich you had for lunch? Where does it all go? How does it turn into energy? And, how long does that whole thing even take? Okay, let's dive right in and find out.
Right, so our food's incredible adventure happens along this winding 30-foot-long channel. And to make it through this journey, our body uses two key weapons, two main strategies. And if you can get your head around these two, you'll understand pretty much everything else.
But first, what are we really talking about here? Digestion. It's really just the super complex process of turning the raw materials you eat, that sandwich, an apple, whatever, into the vital nutrients and energy that keep you going. And of course, getting rid of all the stuff your body doesn't need. And here they are, the two big weapons in our digestive toolkit. On one side, you've got mechanical digestion. This is all the physical stuff, chewing, mashing, and the powerful churning that happens in your stomach. Then on the other side, you have chemical digestion. This is way more precise, using special things like enzymes and acids to completely change food on a molecular level. It's like a 1-2 punch. First you crush it, then you dissolve it. And the whole journey kicks off right here, in the mouth. Your teeth start the mechanical breakdown, while your saliva gets the chemical attack going. And get this, we produce about 1.5 liters of saliva every single day. This whole mix of chewing and enzymes turns the food into this little moist lump called a bolus, which is now perfectly prepped for its trip. So next up, that bolus takes about a 10-inch dive down the esophagus. But this isn't just gravity doing the work. Not at all. There's a series of powerful, wave-like muscle movements called peristalsis that actually push the food down. It's so effective, you could actually eat and digest your food while standing on your head. Though, I probably wouldn't recommend you try that. All right, now the journey starts to get really intense. The food has made it to the stomach, which is basically this muscular bag that acts like an acid-filled gauntlet. This is where the real breakdown begins. So inside the stomach, those muscular walls are just going to town, churning and mixing everything together. That's the mechanical part. But at the same time, the stomach is releasing this incredibly strong hydrochloric acid and other enzymes that start dissolving the food, especially breaking down any proteins. And here's the crucial part. After about 3 hours of being pummeled in this churning acid bath, that solid sandwich you ate, it's not a solid anymore. Nope. It's been transformed into this frothy, soupy liquid called chyme. And this is the only way it can move on to the next, and honestly, the most important stage of the whole journey. And now we have arrived at the main event. Seriously, if this whole digestive process were a heist movie, the small intestine is where the crew finally cracks the vault to get the treasure. All those precious nutrients. I mean, just look at this thing. This incredible organ is about 20 feet long. That's just amazing. Its massive length is a brilliant piece of design, and it's built for one main reason: to give your body enough time and surface area to absorb all the good stuff, all the valuable nutrients out of that chyme as it passes through. But hey, the small intestine doesn't pull off this nutrient heist all by itself. Oh no, it has a team of specialists, 3 allied organs that give it critical backup. You've got the liver, which makes bile. That's essential for breaking down fats. Then there's the gallbladder, which is like a little storage tank, holding on to that bile until it's needed. And finally, the pancreas sends in this powerful cocktail of enzymes to finish off any remaining fats, proteins, and carbs. Think of them as the support crew, sending in exactly the right tools to get the job done. So how does the small intestine actually do it? How does it grab all those nutrients? Well, this is just genius. Its inner walls aren't smooth at all. They're covered in millions of these tiny finger-like things called villi. All these little fingers create a massive internal surface area. We're talking 30 to 40 square meters, about the size of half a badminton court. It's all designed to maximize contact with the food and pull every last useful molecule into your bloodstream.
Okay, the treasure has been collected, but the job isn't over yet. Now it's time for cleanup. All the leftover material, which is mostly fiber, water, and dead cells, moves into the final major stop on our tour. Meet the large intestine. It's kind of like the system's cleanup crew and water reclamation plant all in one. Its main job is to soak up most of the leftover water from the indigestible food, which is a really crucial step for keeping you hydrated. Everything that's left over, fiber, old cells, bacteria, gets compacted into stool ready to, well, exit the system. So let's do a quick time check on this entire journey. Getting to the stomach? Super fast, just a few seconds. The stomach works on it for a couple of hours, and the small intestine takes a little bit longer. But wow, look at the large intestine. It can take anywhere from 10 to a whopping 59 hours to finish its job. The whole process, from start to finish, is typically going to take you somewhere between 30 and 40 hours.
A journey that can take almost 2 full days. But the time it takes is only one part of this amazing story. To really appreciate how complex this system is, let's wrap up with some truly mind-blowing facts.
I mean, just stop and think about the sheer scale and power we're dealing with here. If you stretched this whole system out, it's about 30 feet long. That stomach acid we talked about, it's literally strong enough to dissolve metal. But there's one more fact about its incredible complexity that is just, wow.
That's right, it's not a typo. Your digestive system has its own independent, complex network of neurons. It's often called the enteric nervous system, and it's so extensive that scientists have actually nicknamed it the body's second brain. It's the thing that manages all those complex muscle contractions and the release of digestive juices, all without you ever having to think about it.
And that just leaves us with one final, fascinating question to ponder. If our gut really has a mind of its own, managing this whole incredible journey from a simple sandwich to life-giving energy, what else could it be doing? What else could our second brain be telling us about our health, our moods, and even our lives? Definitely something to think about. Thanks for joining me on this explainer.